kuna hii swali nilikuuliza ile time nikikuuliza juu ya like which female MC should we be on the lookout for, like who is bubbling under, who you feel like maybe hata hajakuwa okay she's the one you feel like she's the next.
She's been working. She has a good team around her. I think her ear has been very active, putting herself in very different spaces that like a normal artist wouldn't necessarily put themselves in. Niliona alikuwa part of like the EU exchange program. Nimeona amefanya a few things. I think Alliance na Gote Maniguta, I don't even know.
Gote
yeah
I hear that Germans how pronounce vitu ka Kiswahili sinza kwata Gothe
inaweza kwa Gothe. Yeah, so yeah, anajituma. She's part of the Shrap gang. And I think also amekuwa very consistent from the minute she debuted. She hasn't let her foot off the gas, and I think slowly she's gaining recognition as an artist that people need to look out for. Pia kuna dem flani anaitwa Shanti Bobo.
Yeah, Shanti Bobo namjua.
She's been nominated for Breakthrough Artist of the Year. Shanti Bobo is definitely, I like her style. I like, you know, how good she is. Her voice is definitely made for rap music.
Yeah.
And she seems very confident in whatever she's delivering, even on set. I think definitely Shanti akona potential ya kufanya a few crazy things.
When talking about voices that were made for things, mi kuna one voice mushindaga nikisema like when will this artist get his breakthrough, because to me this dude's voice Denzel Kong.
See, Denzel Kong juzi amewin People's Choice Award for Emerging Artist of the Year. And then there's always been a debate about what makes a breakthrough artist and how are you a breakthrough artist. I don't think breakthrough artist in Nangaliwanga in terms of since the first day you started making music until you're present. It's more of when you started popping off your music. Like unaweza kuwa umeanza music 10 years ago but only like 5 years ago. Or this year is when now people are starting to recognize who you are. It's not I think it's more about impact na culture kukubali more than longevity, because I think even kuna certain year Kendrick aliwin Best New Artist BET and that didn't mean that ati alikuwa ameanza kurecord juzi. He had been recording for like 7 I think or 8 years before that. Denzel Kong definitely want to look out for. Nimeona ana work on a project. Anasema kuna project inafai drop this December.
Alafu musamaga like pia kuna time I always say like the way Kenyan even like, our advertising industry like sleeps on things. If I was working at an advertising agency, I've already called him to voice her. Denzel Kong has one of those voices where you can't ignore. Akianza kubonga utakuwa zile zo acheki. So we try to imagine aki-advertise anything, it would stand out, because there are some voices ukisikizaga hizi ads za Kenya sitazitaja, but they have like some very common voices. Get such people and let's grow this. Even like this thing that we're obsessed with, getting like foreign voices to do things for us. Wagaina nikatsia wasikia some white person saying CASHAPP. I'm like, shut the fuck up, get me a Kenyan to say that.
Exactly. It's not even believable when you get a white person at it to be speaking. So I'm not even on the other side of the radio like, oh, that's impressive. I'm like, what?
It's on Sanene.
Because like, the funniest ni shaisikiza ni twende tukiuke.
And they think it's cool. Like, it's Nini. And
there's
Nini.
that guy who normally does them.
That one I've heard.
He works for international companies. He's made it.
Alafu let's hope hauna any connections with these people, but the biggest culprits kwa history ni Radio Africa. They have this CNN guy.
Sio twende tukiuke ni
tukiuke is even struggling.
Alafu unajua, do you know how much that guy is paid? Like
a lot, you guys.
If I was in the Kenyan government, mtakubali vile mnalia tax saizi. That's the first thing I'll tell Ruto. Like anytime a Kenyan company hires an international voice, tax it 100%. Let them pay ridiculous money so they stop this nonsense. There's enough voices in Kenya.
Yeah.
We don't need accents. I don't know ile kitu ilikaa mikafanya tu wakenya wakafeel like if no
you
one
don't
says
have
something in an accent we won't listen. If a voice is good, do you care about the accent?
No.
As long as
kama uko eloquent,
Yeah.
exactly. Kama uko eloquent and I can understand what you're saying, I could give a fuck less about if you sound American or Indian or whatever. Articulation. But I think pia ni the whole you're sold to a certain idea.
Yeah.
Because I say ilikuwa time they had that one voice, and then that one voice also started being used everywhere. And then it was like, now they're taking our uniqueness or whatever, so we have to find a different voice. But honestly, sincerely, I wish wase wangeangalia more. But our wase wako kwa agencies, they're lazy as fuck. No one wants to get on the ground and be like, I've discovered someone new who can push our product. Akona generic following, you know, this is a market that we can tap into. Everyone wants to walk into the negotiation room or the pitching room with like all the regular names that the higher ups know that would be easy to like sell. No maana hakuna growth kwa game manze.
The best na when you wamejua ku appreciate their own ni essay. Najua nini zote za multitudes. Super disky.
Like they just do it and there's that pride ile waga essay. Alafu kile nimekam ku what the internet has demystified. Sijui kaa kwa side yako cause pia ulikuwa na wako kwa media. What internet imekam ku demystify for me is Kenyans don't give a fuck about these things. Cause that's why like when you look at the biggest internet personalities female, you have Lynn Ngugi and you have Mongai Eve. These two girls, if you listen to them, you'll notice that kakikuyu whatever iko kwa mbali, but you can feel it. But we look for the substance. So since people have accepted these as the two of the biggest presenters in Kenya, it means we can get Kenyan voices to just voice. Wacheki at a Capital FM. Just Capital FM. Now if when it's just a Kenyan saying it. But Capital is understand mkisema mnataka mlami, but for Radio Africa, considering it still targets the masses, we don't need you to to kill. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. Wait.
Facts. Your ad do sound very odd.
Yes, Jessica hiyo. Siskizagi radio like that. So
frequent as fuck.
Inakuanga hapo because
I can picture that CNN voice.
20 to
exactly. That guy. 20 to okay.
Because he used to be paid $4,000 for every, do you how many seconds? $4,000 for every. So inaonyesha ukisikiza hizo vitu like he spends too much on this person.
It's so crazy.
This money can stay here locally. We need our dollars right now. Our dollar reserves are low.
And on top of that, like, more people can be paid well.
Yeah.
You're paying 4,000 Nini, already you're at a station where you employ people for their voices.
Yeah.
Like,
makes no sense.
Wanna do Nini if none of those people can be the station voice.
Yeah.
But then again, also is stuff to yaku stifle. Like, you can never be greater than the master. You can never, mono prosper. Like, utoke hapo window, set up your own station that could be competition, crab mentality again.
Yeah.
It's on every level, from like down mpaka tu uko juu manze, which is disappointing.
But still, you never know, maybe there's someone listening out there. Me, I always root for one dude. I think his voice is unique. And that's Denzel Kong, because Denzel Kong unikumbushaga, have you heard about this is black guy, he's called, I think ni Red something Red. He was discovered alikuwa discovered kwa subway in Britain. So alikuwa ananini train alafu wasa wakafika kwa stop, so now the guy driving has to talk, so he talked and some Hollywood dude decided ashuki mpaka ongea na nani wameongea, so akaenda akambongesha mpaka akampatia kadi yake akamwambia like, I'm going to make you famous. This guy was like, just fuck off. Before you know it, he's the biggest voice. He's called something Red. After you Red, R-E-D-D. It's a black guy. You tembeaga na kinene. He, like most ads zilo umesikia. Come in December. It's him. Like, I'll go discovered just like that.
Nice.
That's why we have to root for Denzel Kong, because you're like, maybe I'm James Kia.
Yeah, but
me,
like,
kono. Like, your chorus ilingia. I don't know what I was doing. Then I was like, what the fuck? Who's the fuck is that?
Yeah.
then I look, I was like, that's a radio voice, that's an advert voice,
Yeah.
that's whatever. Because pia vile kotasema like artists to diversify.
So anaitwa Richardson Green, anaitwa Red Pepper. Yeah.
Uzaonyesha nani mse? Like there's his image. He was discovered on a train. I check it.
Ndio mwenye kwanza this summer.
I need someone to discover me with my
Hebu jaribu kusema twende tukiuke.
Siniaga kwa hot soup.
Uncut hip hop.
Because she has a nice voice though.
Twende tukiuke.
Come on, Ian. Kama unanitaka useme.
Yeah.
Mimi nataka uprosper.
Amen to that. Juu yenyewe ni ngumu na hii economy.
Because I have to ask this very sad question.
What
do we need to do? Like, what would need to happen next year when Uncut Hip Hop Awards? Because I won't lie to you. I always like, mungu angaliaga nasema je udemjo. I'm crazy just to have such an idea. So for it to die, I actually feel sad. Like it's fucked.
I don't mean I feel. It really feels like. Because also Uncut is supposed to turn 7 in December. The I'd say 5 days after the awards happen. So I'm just like, so on the 13th, if you say like this is the last, does that mean it's a birthday and a funeral at the same time? But Joe, if we could have more people in the culture giving back to the culture, because hip hop has always been around and about for communities in like our people good, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you know, the family unit. If we could have more people doing that. So far we may have Hiram anakuanga na gut juice, and he's really like, he'd be like, yo, I have like a 10k here, I have a 15k here, that like the business can support you with whatever you need. So if we have people in positions of, you know, maybe badala ya kukunywa yote au 10 ama 15 or whatever, if you can put it back into the game, I feel like we would go a lot further. If the corporates or you know the mainstream doesn't want to pay attention, and we're the ones who love the culture and want to do it, we should be the one, we should like self-sustain, you know, in a way. Like the guys who are on the higher ups, akina Kali get hella deals. If they walk into the office and say, yo, I have this idea, I think we can maximize our market by tapping into this field. I don't think you're losing anything from, you know, a conversation like that. If anything, you're showing the brand that there's more value to being attached to your name.
But sapa swali nitakuuliza, usha approach mseka huyo Kali, Octo?
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna put this nigga on blast, but like, yes, I did hit him up before. I was like, yo, you have all these brands, Shivas, what, kuna venye. Can we have a conversation about this? I was say what escort. Even Kali, like asmame to with his level of influence, he'd be like, all my powerful friends, kila mtu aniskume na 50k. That nigga can raise hella money in a very short time, you know. But
wacha tukutie challenge to Kali. Kuna story ya Kali nani alitupatia ilikuwa interesting ya Kagwe. There's a time they went for a deal. And everyone was nervous, nacheki, except Kali. Ati Kali alianza kuslam table. They've not even signed the deal. Ati shit, kama hii ndio tumekuwa tukingoja. And they've not even signed the deal. So it's the sort of Nini, maybe he was going through life, like we all go through our
facts,
he was not in the right
like
mental
in a position
space
to help, or
so I think if
late.
he's in the right mental state, I think that's someone you should still talk to,
because there's no denying when it comes also to people who love the culture, who are about it.
He's one of them.
Frontline, like this nigga will be at an underground gig. I'm like, Kali unadu nini huko manze? And him is just like, before anything else, it was always about the rap music.
And it was a fun.
Exactly.
And it's still a fun.
Exactly. So he likes being a part of the culture. And I think pia yondo inampatianga relevance. Like of, I'd say maybe quote unquote big four, including Nyash in that conversation. I'd say Kali is like almost amongst the most approachable of that list. The work he's doing for Kenyan hip hop has done is commendable, absolutely. So me on
let's put out a challenge. Let's put it out this challenge to those 3 niggas, eh?
Yes.
So there's Kali, there's Octo, and there's King Kaka. That means there's Hennessy, there's Shivas Regal, and there's
Nini Remy Martin.
Yes. 2024 jo traini kuwa kwa hii kitu.
Come on.
Anzeni hata harambe mapema.
Come on. Yeah, if you want to, like, this
is to save the culture.
This is the closest thing to the Grammys. Exactly. Use it as CSR. Give back to the culture that has propelled you to the level that you're at.
Okay, after talking of that, Talanta Hela, how na any contacts there?
Oh, Talanta Hela.
Because this would be also something instead of them approaching they keep saying they want the Kenyan Grammys. This is the Kenyan Grammys now for hip hop. We can do for others, but this is already there.
Seriously, by them ulikuja show ya mosho.
And it was dope.
It was ilikuwa true, and I'd say the one thing that I've noticed this time, especially when we're having the conversation, we started this campaign in February, and if we had the right backing, the right support, there's so many people that wangekuwa like a steady source of income through the campaigns that we have rolled out since February. For like 9 fucking months we've been doing this thing. Kuna msewa graphics, visuals, social media, hizo vitu zote. Like, we would have come so much harder if we had, you know, ako ka backing. So we were able to do, guys are like, you've done a lot, but you need like kidogo to manage in-house. When it comes to culture, I was also speaking to Blaze, you know, nikimwambia, yo, I think this is going to be the last award show in a minute, and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe Kenyan hip-hop culture in a come to this sad close. It was like, yo, just pushing hip-hop, because that's the other guy who's also been in conversations. Exactly. So it was like pushing hip-hop in Kenya is such a hard sell, and then the community doesn't even support it either way. So in a Kwangori, sometimes, you know, having to put it forward at your own expense
I know
is crazy. So if, like, you know, right now actually at Atuna does a show, I want people to buy tickets to the show. Kuna tickets za 1,000 na kuna tickets za 3,500. So the 3,500 is for the VIP. You get the best seats in the house. And of course you get a welcome platter from Expressway Lounge. They have very good food. Amazing food. So kwa hiyo tiko ya VIP at least will have you like, kuje kama umeanda tumbo, so that now we can pop bottles for the night, because you're definitely going to do that. And for like all well wishers, Nini, tuko na till number Uncut 5395855. Like, guys can throw in some stuff. Manze, I had such an amazing plan for the show. But the funding
najua
we'll deliver what we'll be able to.
So kudanganya like vitu mingi survive juu ya corporates. Sisi I think tumesurvive juu ya mafans ndio wametufikisha hii level, like even like right now seated here. So jizi lights like I did what is it called, Esther Passaris Dr. Light, and the fans came through, najua. So
this is dope. Unakumbuka the last time tukifanya episode at a different location Nini. Progress squeezy, like everyone is just like, hey, Nini, hata niliona wase wakisema, Moff, you should have Ruby on the show, and it's like, yo, mi niko amongst the youngins huko
episode 62,
you know, katikati.
Like yako tulishoot the same day tulishoot na King Kaka. So King Kaka jo, Remy Martin jo, for Hip Hop Awards.
Come on people, for real though.
Nini, ma corporates inapenda King Kaka. I think the way you said King Kaka and Kali, those ones are loud.
Those ones are bagging.
They have influence enough to like wakisema rusha kakoin kidogo hii side.
Exactly.
Alafu si for this year, because this year the notice is too soon.
Tuange
next year jo.
For sure.
For the culture, for the next generation.
For the next generation, absolutely. Like, I feel hip hop definitely needs this. And I've held it down kutoka maze 2016 tukiestablish Uncut. From 2014 when I was on radio, I've really held it down, spent hella cash, my own cash, Nini unajinyima so that you can push it forward. But it's just like, yo, maybe we need to re-strategize. So if they come through, then definitely open and willing to do this shit one more time.
Even these betting companies yani
na vile wanakwanga na pesa bana
jo like saizi jana Ian peke yake alikuwa amebet Arsenal is losing angali hiyo pesa
even not a seed though, even my life you can
na sasa wakasema haiwezekani.
But tuna hope let's hope for the best. It's always
sure.
like next year is a little bit far, so maybe what come through.
Yeah.
So it's not dead till it's dead, senior.
So there's always I believe there's always a fighting chance. It's not over until it's over, you know. So definitely can come back again, considering niliona panelists had like a lot of problems shortlisting the nominees and stuff. So it means like there's more artists to discover and there's more artists to be awarded and celebrated and stuff. But as we gear up for the future, we're in the now. To celebrate 50 years of hip hop December 13th. Uncut Hip Hop Awards. Red carpet, black tie, formal wear. You know, trying to invite some of these brands that I know. So like rappers bring out your business cards and everything. Secure your bag for 2024. You never know what could happen. Yeah, manze. Tickets up on mook.com. Make sure you get them. Na tupatane Expressway Lounge next to Imaramo.
So tupatane 13th.
Yes.
Expressway Mall.
Nyi kwanza mnafaa mfanye live recording. Wacha niweke kwa podcast ndo mkwe kwa moto. Unajua nimekuwa nikibonga na wase, nimebonga na Abbas, Jimmy Gatu, Golo, Chiwawa. Niko tu like yo fam, akina Labalawa Kamba wawili ni nini. Kama tu the 2021 one where like old school met with new school. Same thing. Nataka wase tu wako kwa game. I think people love it when they interact with each other. Ilikuwa a very beautiful vibe. So tuna recreate tena Ikonini live on location, you feel me? With the lights. Tumesha ukimaliza show yako
ya radio
sindio?
Atakuja
lazima.
So mimi nitakuwa vile naambia gatu Base Radio every Tuesday to Thursday 7 p.m. So even this Thursday itakuwa ni mimi na Ruby making the playlist. Sindio?
Kitu moto.
Achekage kikam to you. Alafu of course Saturday pia Ruby uko invited. Rapture the Scientist, Rowan and Cat 3.
Kwanza niliona tumeandika Uncut jina same. Niliona hiyo poster and then I was like raw and uncut.
But tuliona ni 3. Mbili zishai happen.
Hata hii yetu ni ya 4 sasa.
Zizi yetu ya kwanza ilikuwa 2009. Then the second one 2010.
Nimenyenyekea.
Alafu wacha nikuatie. Then a 14 year break. Hata ukienda online utapata ya so he's doing.
Wait, ngoja. Let's get into it. A 14 year break.
Without doing a stand up.
Mbona?
It's just like what's his name? Eddie Murphy, it's even crazier. Eddie Murphy's last is 1988. That means 35 years without. I feel like stand-up inakuwaga personal to a certain level. Then with Rapcha, we kept pushing it back. So 2010 tuko tunafaa kufanya. Then I left Ghetto Radio, so that messed everything up. And then with that, kwa na some distance, we would not hang around as much as we used to hang around. And then now, when he came back on the podcast, now like yes, now we had to do it because we hung out around Nini. Because as much as
it made sense, the timing was right.
So iya kichapa it happened vile tuna expect where I'm expecting a standing ovation at the end. Now tutakuwa tukifanya like frequently because if there's someone who writes jokes a lot, it's Rapcha. He just does not perform them, but I'd classify him as, you know, those like rappers who are always writing. He's the same because I watch a lot of comedians and you'll find they have like these few jokes that they refer to. But this is a dude who like every week he has to come up with at least one crazy joke. And you know, for a stand-up comedian, that's crazy. Like every week sujuaga.
So ni fresh material.
Yes. So tunataka afanye hii alafu from that I think akisha get back to that groove, people should expect.
I can feel energy. Definitely.
Nakabla Dave Chappelle came out and did like 4 in a very short how to expect that.
And I think also the climate is ripe for stand-up comedy right now. The stand-up comedy game has come a long way, so it makes sense. I haven't been to a RAPCHA show, sijakuwa kwa Raw and Uncut before, so I guess
kuna two iko online, iko kwa channel yangu unizendo iwatch kwa channel ya Mwafrika, because I think that time RAPCHA didn't have Nini, alafu sasa mimi nikiupload I uploaded it to preserve it because I knew, because tume lose so much things like we've done, tumepoteza hatuna copy. Like even do you know we once did a hip hop stroke comedy show where rappers would rap and then RAPCHA would act, and even Julian was involved, sindio? Tulifanyaga pale Alliance. Do we have a copy? Hatuna.
Dope.
So ilikuwa there was a rapper called Dream, kulikuwa na wengine kwa Johnny
Span One.
Johnny Span One, then RAPCHA. So RAPCHA would be a politician, wakirap juu ya kitu, RAPCHA comes and whatever, and it was funny. That's even the origin of now vile tuliend up me na RAPCHA tukifanya show inaitwa Raya. You will come from that because it was inspired by a Luo politician, and the Luo politician alikuwa molded around Otieno Kajwang. So yeye alikuwa anaongea akiongea juu ya civilians, be like nyinyi raya, then tukasema hii raya we can use it more than this one show. Then we ended up spreading it. So and all those things ukituliza copy hakuna
your preservation is important. Mimi naambianga wasanii, like you see how Kanye was able to give us the documentary because he was recording everything, put it in your archives. It might not make sense right now, but one day when you're looking back to tell the whole story, utaona vile ako ka video uliforsiwa kufanya ama you didn't want to do vile in a fit perfectly. I think that's the one thing that I've done faithfully with Uncuts, whatever. From the first show, una make sure too, like there's pictorial evidence, but like the video, that's how you document that shit, because also it's about future generations, so that they can have somewhere to reference when it comes to like their history, learning what was up, because that was a challenge that I faced when I was getting on radio. Hakuna place ya kusoma hizi vitu, hakuna interviews kwa net nini, but now wase wame spread around, like you know, having even channels like IKONINI, having guys come talk their shit, and you get to discover someone even better away from their entertainment, like who the person is. Like hiyo mazeni something to be applauded. Wase waendelee kudo stuff.
Watu wajue content is king. Watu shindaga kisikia hiyo content is king na I understand. So
wacha ni plug by then niko na merch hapa.
Okay.
This is my sister did this. But the EP ni merch ya Uncut inaitwa Ape Shit. This was drawn by my sister. She's in art school in KU right now. Nilimwambia nenda IKONINI nitakushauri, akasema utaniambia gang.
Shout out.
Hey, wacha ni ini culture customs, African culture and uzima. So like they do these paintings, they customize. So any customize when I put drip and then a drip. So when you have your own denim ni 1500, kama denim ni yao ni 2,000. And they can draw any design watakufanya kazi safi, mali safi hapo.
So denim wanakucharge 500 only, no?
Yeah. The denim is 5, so the jacket watakucharge so 5 alafu labor,
because it's a good jacket,
right? Quality ni fiti, alafu pia artwork like kakala kameshika nini. And while we're talking about, you know, creating employment and supporting the youth, this is someone who's in art school. Like the more we buy their shit, the more they feel like they can explore and capitalize on their skill. Na anu wase bado watakuja bado into the culture, graffiti, nini. So we have to support them from the grassroots.
Yes,
sir. Get you some shit. It's been a pleasure.
Stako anaitwa
Culture Customs.
Customs on Insta.
On Insta ni at African Culture. And then kwanza niko na hadi notes, let me not mess up. Niko na hadi notes. So nimembo designed by Uzima and Culture. So unaweza angalia IG @_kelp KELP, and then also African _culture. African._culture. I know what you want to do some very nice, very nice.
We can see.
Man.
Okay.
You know, a plug so me lifetime supply of denims nitakuwa tu na pop up na drip mpya.
So asante sana Ruby kwa kutokea. So vile umesikia Hip Hop Awards Uncut Hip Hop Awards happening next week December 13th, sindio?
Yes.
Expressway Mall.
Yes sir.
Ni Expressway Club, ni club.
Expressway Lounge next to Imara Mall.
Next to Imara
dress
Mall.
code
Official.
Formal. I say security has the brief. Mimi nitakuwa unavailable. Mwafu kuja hapo na jeans uanze kunipigia simu hapo. Kuna Ian ndo nimesikia is the man Mr. Dapper.
Ian inakuaga like akienda kwa closet you like which one
leo nitawakunywa na hii.
Yeah, because me have very few options either these or these.
Hata mi yangu ni hivyo na hivyo.
Bora ina
nataka kufanya ile kitu ya nani, you remember ile advice ya watu wakasema si Steve Harvey, someone else did it but Steve Harvey made it popular, where you buy 5 suits and then this goes with this
una change.
Kuna time nimeenda Isich niko like I want this, then hakuwa nani, I was ready to spend. Damn. I was only able to get one color, so I was disappointed with that. I think I need to do that again. Like,
honestly I think having a very good power suit official look, very important regardless of whatever you do. There's situations that need you to clean up and look like you actually own the business you're working for. And those situations are the ones you definitely need to be prepared for if you're a business person. First, even if you don't have the cash but you're looking to elevate. Hizo ni lazima.
Okay. So imekuwa ni a hip hop special.
Hip hop in the building. Mark, thank you as always. Like it's always easy, like phone call nini. I saw like, oh my god, what I gotta do.
Alafu pia vile tumesema juu tupate on Base Radio Thursday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. we'll still be talking about hip hop, and this time our artist wote umesikia uko like who utawasikia wote jo, because she's the encyclopedia of Kenyan hip hop, which is dope. So tukimalizia
shout out our category.
Yes, best alternative media. Best alternative media Ikonini, Ikondani. So you can definitely vote as many times as possible. Ndo hii link hapa hivi.
Link kwa description.
Do the thing man. Tupatane 13.
Tukimalizia tukisema Ikonini.
Ikonini.